Hmm. How do I start this? I'm just gonna start. Hey everybody. Um, so I actually don't know what I'm about to say, or I know what I need to say, but I don't know how it's gonna come out. I feel like this video, this is just gonna be an update. I really don't have anything else to offer at this point. So I'll just tell you about life's changes. So yeah, I mean, my channel is supposed to be the journey of my debt payoff and savings. And I am just so grateful that I started this journey when I did. I'm grateful that I had the intensity that I had when I had it, because I got most of my debt paid off. I'm also grateful that I started saving and that I switched gears recently again, and started focusing more on savings. I'm also glad that I did another balance transfer. That sounds so ridiculous, but I'm glad that I did the last balance transfer to consolidate my 3 credit cards into one. I will add, this is a confession. With that balance transfer, I also took on more debt because I borrowed more money from my credit union than I actually needed. And then I transferred all the balances that I had remaining at that time. Now, when I borrowed the $800 more than I actually needed, I think I was thinking, oh, I'm just going to use this as like a buffer, and then I'll quickly pay it off in 2 weeks when I get paid again. I think that's what I was thinking. My brain is a little bit mushy at the moment. We will get to the reason why. I think that's what I was thinking. But anywho, I am glad that I even took out extra $800. I don't feel good that I actually have more debt than I did last time I talked to you, because when you do a balance transfer, you do get charged a fee. So that was like, I think with the total of my debt, I think the fee, because it was $6,800, because I took $800 extra, transferred it all over. So I believe it was $204 fee to do all of that. So at the moment, here's my debt confession. I'm $7,004 in debt. So that's more than I was. I had gotten it down to 6. But this is why I'm happy that I'm glad that I did that, because I had to pay. I bought myself more time. I paid for it, like $1,000 when you think about it. But I bought myself more time to pay off the debt. So yeah, I have like, I think a year and a half to pay it all off. I do anticipate having it paid off well before that. But I am glad that I don't need to rush to get it paid off this year, because I have no idea what this year's because I have no idea what this year is going to be like. So I guess I'm not going to get into all the details of everything, but jumping straight to the point, our daughter passed away on Sunday, and it was unexpected, we will say, for sure. She did have disabilities and things like that. So it was always kind of like a fear would pop up in her head. Every now and then we would kind of talk about what would we do if something happened to her, and how would we manage things and stuff like that. But it was never a long conversation that we would have. So, but I will say, like a week ago, or actually over a week ago, she was feeling sick. But she wasn't so different than she usually is. She's like a really happy girl, she just was really happy, and silly, and pretty active to have her disabilities. I mean, she could walk and do things like that. She just didn't have full function of one of her hands, or actually the whole arm. And then she had to have braces on her legs, but she still was able to walk fine and keep up with us. Actually, sometimes I feel like she definitely had more energy than me, but she was able to keep up with her dad. But yeah, her like stomach, I thought she ate something. She was throwing up last Tuesday, and I won't go into everything because I just don't feel like doing all of that. I'm sure I will explain or whatever. But I guess I was saying the throwing up part because it just seemed like, oh, she's had stomach bugs before or whatever. And, and that's how I was treating her, and that's how her dad was treating her. And so that's why initially, like, I've been kind of MIA for a little while. So it was like, I was trying to care for her. And I had this like schooling that I was preparing for, and I was trying to study. So that's why I haven't been on here. But then she's gone. And that changes everything. Everything in our lives. I don't know my husband without his daughter. She was like my gift for marrying him. She was like 13 when we got married, and he's always had her. He was just a devoted a devoted dad. Everybody that knows him knows that when you see him, you see her, always. And I don't know. So this is a new life for us. To get to figure out how we're going to be as a couple. We are so, I don't talk that much about it, but we're very strong in our faith. And we're very busy with things in our congregation and helping others. And so everything that we plan in our life tends to actually always connects to that. How can we help? How can we be how can we be a force for good in this situation and that situation? And so this is what we're going to do. This is what our daughter did with us. It's what she cared about most too, helping people. And so it's very important for her dad to, even more so, to honor her memory by doing as much as he can. So as far as my channel is concerned, well, I have no idea what I'm doing because, well, I mean, I don't have a job. I mean, that's like the least of my work, of my pain right now, but it just so happens that that was my source of income, was taking care of her, being her personal assistant. And through the state of Illinois, they do pay you to take care of those with disabilities so they don't have to be in the home, adults with disabilities. And she was an adult. She looked like a baby. I might show her. I didn't show her at all. I think maybe her head popped up in one of my videos in the back, but it's something I chose to keep, I don't know, private, but she's gone now. And so I might show her in this video. I'm not sure yet.
Where are you hiding? I can't hear your voice. I need you to guide me away from the noise. Take me to a quiet place, somewhere I can hear you speak. Oh, how I need you now. Oh, how I need you.
But she definitely looked like a tiny, like a preteen. She was actually 32. She didn't look it. And she had the mind of like maybe a 5-year-old. It varies. It varied, like 3, 5, sometimes 8 or 9. I don't know. But she was definitely precious, and she was special. And everyone loved her. And I don't know, anyway, my husband is shattered. He's shattered for sure, but but he's still going. He's doing well with the help of God, for sure. He's doing well under the circumstances. So now that I am just here, I don't know. I don't feel like I can show anything about budgeting or debt. I can't even think about debt payoff. So right at this moment, I'm just saving everything. I get one last paycheck coming up. I think I'll get my last one in August. Maybe the second week of August will be the end. And I'm just saving. I'm just going to save everything so that we have the money to pay our expenses. I'm grateful that I had the little emergency fund that I got started. I'm grateful that I get that CD that's coming. It's funny how things work out. It's so funny and this always happens to me when I'm kind of preparing for something. It's like, it's always seems to be, it's right on time that I have made these preparations. Always. My husband asked me if I was interested in taking on a part-time job initially when we talked about it. This, like the next day after we woke up, we had to, what do we do? That he also was her personal assistant, but he was part-time, I was full-time. We're talking like almost $4,000 a month with my income and then what she contributed because she got a check. It's just a hit. It's like, well, I guess $4,000 a month, because including what he brought in for being her part-time assistant. That's well over half of what we were bringing in as a family each month. I mean, that's the bulk. That was it. That was our main source. my husband didn't work that much that's going to change. It's not that he didn't want it to, he just didn't feel like it was necessary for him to be gone as long as he once was with his job, if we're okay financially. So now that things have changed, he's going to go back to his long days at work. And he said he actually wants to make it so that I don't have to work. So even if he has to take on another job outside of his personal training, like a part-time job, he's looking into that as well. I so badly want to do something. I've always contributed. So I am going to be trying to figure everything out. Okay, so yeah. Yes. What's going on? Gosh, there's actually a lot of, we're going to sell our house. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be this year. I don't know. I mean, right now, of course, for the next month and a half, everything is crazy and stressful, and we're trying to iron things out and get everything situated. But he said that he struggles, being here, and I understand that, because we were a family of 3 in this. I mean, we bought this house, we were all together, and now that she's not here and everything is her, everything is like every memory, every corner of this house has her attached to it. And her room, he won't go in, of course, and he leaves the door closed, but every time he sees the door, he breaks down. And I'm thinking, yeah, we should change the scenery. So we're going to sell the house, and we're going to move somewhere. I don't know. I have no idea what life is going to be like. I know we'll be okay. I know it, because that's my faith. I know that we're going to be good. I just don't know how it will be. And I have nothing to do here. I can't think what I could do with no income right now. I mean, I will continue. I will update you. I'm a researcher, so I will definitely be, I guess, coming on here and letting you know maybe something I've researched and figured out. I don't know. I mean, I could do budgets, because I still need to budget, sure. So I guess that would be appropriate. And I still have to do my identity theft part 2. I just need some time to not be a wreck. I do need that. Man, you just never know. You just never know. You can make plans in life, but the only one that makes a plan and it always goes or comes to fruition is God himself. So we can, because who are we? So we shall see. I don't know. I do hope I see you guys soon. If you do want to send any messages or cards or anything like that, of course I'll accept it. I have a PO box address in my what do you call it? Bio? About channel section. That is there. Yeah. I hope to be back on here soon. I'm going to be in school starting on Monday. So I have no idea. I don't know. I feel like July might be kind of a watch with my videos. I will say this. Let me say this. My husband did say even before he gets more clients to extend his day, he's going to take on the schedule of having a full list of clients. So his plan is he's not going to come home until the time he would come home if he took on all the clients that he needs to be the main source of income for our household. I think that's so sweet. And his reason for doing that is because he said that he knows that I will want to do my YouTube, and he doesn't want to be in my way. I mean, at this point, I do just want to be with him and spend as much time with him as possible. But when I went into this in September of last year, it was Tuesdays and Fridays, his work days. I would get on here and I'd make the videos and I'd get them out. I was getting 2 videos a week out. I was doing it. And then I got to the point where I had no idea how I was doing it. But I didn't realize his schedule changed. It was getting shorter and shorter. He was coming home earlier. I was so confused, and it was hard. It was hard to get him out. But he said he knows I enjoy it. And he's like, you know what? I want you to have that. And so I said all that to say that I will be putting out more videos because my life has completely changed. The one thing that had my attention on my filming days, the one area was Mariah. It was her. Well, she's not here. So it's just me. When he's at work, it's just me. So I can make videos more often. I just need to figure out the content. What am I doing? I mean, I guess plenty of people don't have jobs, and plenty of people still need to budget. So I guess I'll attack it from that angle initially. Just be patient with me. I just need just a little bit of time. I do not want to be on here crying. I don't want that. I mean, of course, I'm going to always be grieving and that, but I want to be a little bit more where I could just kind of just be more myself. I just need a little bit of time. So thank you if you listened to this whole video. I appreciate you. And I hope you stick with me on this journey because I actually have no idea how it's going to turn out. It's definitely going to be a journey. So I hope you stay. And I really do hope that I see you next time.